Doey the Doughman is the most recently announced character in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. With the most recent trailer showcasing him as the big reveal, the community has been left with a lot of questions as to who this character is and what his intentions are. So, to better understand who he is, we should go over every piece of evidence that has led to his big reveal. Because Doey has been hinted at in multiple of Mob Entertainment's posts over the last few months, and surprisingly only a few people managed to spot it. In July of 2024, Mob Entertainment posted an official art post containing Huggy Wuggy enjoying his time at the beach. Within this poster, however, we can see two very interesting magazines. The first one makes a reference to what we now know as the Playtime Prison's logo, being seen in multiple scenes throughout the newest Chapter 4 gameplay trailer. But the second magazine showed a strange image of three hands reaching for one another in a circle. And by taking a look at Doey's character design, we can see those same three hands on his body. It seems like each of his hands and both his legs each form into one of these three colored hands. But it's still important to note that this wasn't the only teaser we got for Doey. In a Thanksgiving post made by Mob Entertainment, we see all of the smiling critters and nightmare critters having a Thanksgiving feast. But by taking a closer look, we can see someone's shadow watching from outside, a character with a hat. Now, other than Daddy Longlegs, we've never really seen any other character wearing a hat. But looking back now, this is very obviously Doey, and that isn't even the only moment we see Doey make an appearance. In a later post for Christmas, we can see the exact same silhouette of a character with a hat on. But this isn't even where the Doey Easter eggs end. In a later post, we get this really cool Chapter 3 poster, but pay close attention to what's going on in the middle. We see three arms reaching out towards each other, just like in the magazine, and just like we see on Doey. On top of this, by looking at the official poster artist's speed drawing video, we see that they specifically included three colors in the description of the video. The same three colors of each hand. And to top things off, just before the new year, Mob Entertainment released three images of official art, each showing the main villain of each chapter holding a candle with some smoke. But by lining all of these images up, and making them all semi-transparent, we can see the smoke forming in the exact same shape as the three hands. There has been so much evidence and clues towards Doey being a very important character, but yet, once we do see his reveal, it's a little bit underwhelming. Don't get me wrong, this trailer was insane, but seeing how we were all trying to find out who this mystery character was, getting two voice lines out of him and only around 10 seconds of that trailer showcasing this character seems strange to say the least. This is the same character that Mob Entertainment has been teasing for months. The three arms, the hat. This is the character we were all hyped about, and he ends up being revealed as some sort of friend. This can't be some sort of mistake though. If they've been planning this reveal for so long, why would it go like this? Well, I'm here to tell you that we are being lied to. Doey is made to look like an ally, but will eventually stab us right in the back. Don't believe me? If you look at the evidence, it's pretty clear that this is the case. To start things off, imagine you're completely new to the Poppy Playtime games. You have no idea what it's about, but you've heard that there are some pretty cool game mechanics and that it has a cool story. So, you want to check out this new game everyone's hyped about. You see the trailer, and notice this big character at the end giving you a friendly hand. If you apply the theory of Doey betraying, this makes perfect sense for Mob Entertainment. They're advertising this new character as an ally and a friend. They want to make it very clear to everyone, both new and returning players, that we should put our trust into Doey, just so that the big reveal can be 10 times as painful. But that's just a hypothetical scenario. Let's get into actual points and evidence that suggests Doey to be a fraud. First of all, the Steam game's main page for this chapter shows Doey to be front stage, even though in every other chapter, we see primarily the main villain of the game taking that place. Why would Doey be included in this roster of monsters? Secondly, we see Doey being hinted at by the same three villains, clearly indicating he belongs within this group. Every villain's candle smoke forms the exact thing we see on Doey's belly. Thirdly, it's the elephant in the room. The massive amount of hints and Easter eggs we've been getting building up hype for Doey's reveal. It doesn't make sense to draw this much attention to someone who isn't going to be the main character of the next game. And lastly, we have the song we hear at the beginning of the trailer. We can clearly tell this is Doey's own song, obviously being used for this chapter's VHS tape. Yet, in every other chapter, the VHS tape being shown is specifically marketing the main villain of that chapter.
You can stretch, pull, and twist Mommy Longlegs in the craziest ways. She loves watching you play. When you're having fun, she's having fun.
If we get a VHS tape for Huggy Wuggy, Mommy Longlegs, and Catnap, and then Doey, it wouldn't make sense to have Doey be a friendly ally simply trying to help us. We know from the mural we see in the gameplay trailer that Doey is a sort of guardian or warden of the prison. So why would he want us, someone who has caused destruction and death to nearly every toy we've come across, to follow him?
Follow me.
And speaking of this mural, isn't it strange that Doey's hands of safety are displayed right next to a drawing of Poppy, displayed with a red X over her, saying she left us? If Doey is to be our friend, it's extremely obvious here that him and Poppy do not see eye to eye. Perhaps Doey might have even been the one to attack Kissy Missy in the end of chapter 3. Nonetheless, it is clear that Doey is at least somewhat of an enemy to Poppy, and seeing as how we've stood by Poppy this entire time, who's to say he won't see us as a threat as well? If we are looking to defeat the Doctor, and Doey is being chased by the Doctor as well, it'd make complete sense for Doey to trade us in as a peace offer. This would make sense considering the only footage we see of Poppy and Kissy are specifically us being trapped with no way out. Perhaps this is the moment we realize we've been lied to, and by then, it's too late. If Doey is in fact the one keeping all of the nightmare critters safe from the Doctor, then his alliance with us would not only suggest that the nightmare critters ally with us as well, but also would put those nightmare critters in great danger of the Doctor. Yet, in the trailer, we see multiple instances of these critters chasing us down, clearly indicating that they're not with us. Nothing suggesting that Doey is a true friend adds up. Him asking us to follow him is clearly a trap. Perhaps wherever he's leading us isn't a safe haven like the title of the next chapter suggests. Instead, he's leading us right into the hands of Harley Sawyer in exchange for peace between the Doctor and the rest of the toys. But anyways, let me know what you think about this in the comments. And while you're down there, make sure to subscribe so that I know to make more videos like this. Thanks for watching.